Okay, so I am about to graduate Columbia University, and I'm gonna share from somebody who was not from New York before my most important takeaway from living in New York for 4 years. So I think starting my time in New York modeling and then going to academia at Columbia were two different experiences and two different places I was thrown into, unfamiliar environments. But I would say the most important thing, the parallel I can draw from both of those experiences, is just being open-minded to making new relationships, and also maybe realizing that there are facets of yourself that you haven't explored. I grew up in Florida and for all of my life, and I was one of the most shy people you could ever meet. And that's saying a lot because I'm very observant and I pay attention, and I really think I am probably in the 95th percentile inherently as one of the most shy people. But being in New York and working with, in team-driven spaces, both creative and academically and professionally, and going through so many transitions, I've realized that really opening yourself up to exploring your curiosities and exploring different friend groups, and that maybe there are other sides of you you haven't explored and tapped into, is really something that can be transformative. And it's a little hard at first. There's definitely lonely periods, and you have to adjust to spending time with yourself. That's very uncomfortable, and hearing your own thoughts, that's very uncomfortable. But being in New York, especially if you don't really have a solid base or friend group, I didn't in the beginning, will kind of test you in that way. And so it's interesting to see after 4 years at Columbia, but I was modeling for 2 years, don't really count that because I started a new network after, what it reveals about yourself. So again, whether you live in New York or you don't live in New York, I think like an interesting takeaway to know what living in this kind of, I don't know, like cross-sectional hub can do. I'm gonna wait for this helicopter. Quick little snippet of my takeaway from living in New York, and you never know how throwing yourself into really dynamic environment can change you for the better. Challenging, but it can definitely transform, and you can come out a different person for the better and learn a lot about yourself. So that's it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.